often I hear that the church is the bride of Christ. That Christ is our groom, and he's gone up to heaven to prepare a place for us because he wants to spend his life with us, all of eternity with us. And why is that, you think? Because he loves us. Exactly. It's as simple as that. He loves you, every single one of you, and he wants to spend eternity with you. He wants to spend your life here on earth with you too. So think back to a time in your life when you fell madly in love with somebody. I mean, that truly head over heels, I cannot live my life without fill in the blank. Think about that person for a minute. Think about how you felt during that time. Did you have those warm fuzzies? Or the butterflies in the tummy when you think about him, you get all excited. Oh, I get to see him in 5 minutes. He's going to be here to pick me up. Guess what? Jesus feels that way about you every moment of your life. He wants to know everything about you. I mean, he already knows, right? I mean, he's up above. He's walking with you. He knows everything. But he wants you to tell him about it. Are you having a bad day? Tell him about it. Are you angry with him? Tell him about it. You want to argue with somebody? Argue with him. I do it all the time. I never win, but I still do it all the time. Why? Because he loves me. He lets me vent. He lets me get my frustrations out. He lets me enjoy the blessings in my life. And he wants to do that same thing for you. You have that same access because he loves you. Where am I at? He has all the telltale symptoms of a man in love. He sits there in anticipation, waiting, just waiting for us to come and talk to him, to come spend time with him. Oh, church is almost done. They're going to come talk to me now. Or actually, church is going out. They're here. They're with me. Are you that in love with him? To be honest, I'm not quite there. Oh, I love the Lord. Don't get me wrong. And I do my best to serve him. But do I have that same reciprocal relationship that he has with me? No, it's kind of one-sided on that. Well, to a point anyway. But I'm working on it. See, I told you, the Reverend inspired me. I'm going to try looking at my relationship with Christ more as a love affair than a duty. For example, we recently looked at the Ten Commandments. We did a whole series on it. And if you look at it as a list of like rules and regulations, it can be kind of daunting. Do not kill. Do not lie. Do not commit adultery. Don't take the Lord's name in vain. Do not have idols. Keep the Sabbath. Honor your parents. It's kind of a long list of daunting things to do, huh? But if you flip it around a little bit, put on some love glasses. I actually meant to bring my sunglasses up and I forgot them. We can look at things a little bit differently. So do not have idols before your God. It can look like, I don't want to put anything above him because I love him so much. Just like we don't want to put things above people in our lives. Our spouses, our children. We do, unfortunately, but we don't really want to. I mean, if you ask my husband, sometimes my phone or my tablet kind of goes before him. I'll be sitting there looking on Facebook and he'll be trying to talk to me and kind of tune him totally out, makes him repeat himself. But on the flip side of that, sometimes football goes above me. But you know what? We don't stay there. And it's not nearly as much as it used to be because we're working on that. We're trying to change that. So what kind of things do you put before people in your life? Anybody put work before people in their lives sometimes? It's okay. You can raise your hands. It's okay. This is a safe place. How about your cell phone? Shopping? Yeah, see? We all do it. So what do you guys put in front of God? My cell phone, my tablet. I think, oh, I got time to do my Bible reading before bed. Beep. Facebook alert. Oh, gotta check that out. Oh, scroll. It's now 10:30. I gotta go to bed because I gotta get up early. So we all do it. But what are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna keep doing it, or do you want to make a change? So then we think about the bigger things, like do not kill, do not lie. It's kind of easy not to lie to those closest to you in your life because you love them, right? Well, what about the not killing part? Right? Okay, so I've got a house full of teenagers, and sometimes they just get on your nerves, and you just want to just share the life with them. You don't, but you want to. Or somebody can anger us enough to go, oh, I could just kill that person. But we don't. Because one, the life sentence isn't worth it. But two, because we love them. I guess actually that should be number one, then the life sentence. But which in no particular order. So, but once you get a chance to breathe, that moment passes. And hopefully you repent for your murderous thoughts. But you don't carry it out because you love them. So, love is powerful, wouldn't you say? We're going to read in 1 Corinthians 13. It's kind of a long list of what love is. And will you guys read it with me? You can read it. So, love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud, it does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. And then we'll skip to verse 13. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest is love. So you'll read that list, and you notice that it does not specifically say love is powerful, right? But it does say love is patient. There's power in patience, which results from love. Love does not dishonor others. Love is kind. Those are powerful things that love is. So, you want to exercise your love muscles, your powerful muscles? Be kind to one another. Be kind to someone who's having a bad day, or week, or month, or maybe even a year. Speaking a kind word into their life can change their entire view. Something simple as a kind word. You pass by people on the side of the street begging for stuff, hand them a bottle of water, especially on a hot day. That kind gesture will change their day. Try not bringing up past offenses in the next fight you have with your significant other or children. Watch how quickly that conversation changes for the good. And love is not just a romantic feeling. It's so much more than that. Think about people in your life that you love. Who are some of those people? We have our spouses or our significant others. We have friends. We have our children, our parents, other family members. We'll include all those. What about coworkers? People you go to church with? Someone at the grocery store that you like to go in their line because they're a quick checker and they're friendly? That could be a form of love. Are you patient with your children? With your aging parents that maybe aren't all there all the time? Think about it. They can get on your nerves. They can get frustrating, right? Tina, you work with, they're not necessarily your parents, but you work with people of varying mental capacities and their agingness, and you can understand how patience is definitely a powerful thing there. See, power is love. It will change things. It will change you. It will change this church. It will begin to change the city. And then it'll change the world. We're going to show a quick little video here. I hope it's going to work this time. It's a lot of words and a little bit of music, so please bear with it. Read along, please. It's fabulous. Love is powerful. Denise, I'm so glad you're crying because that saves me from having to do it now at the moment. Not only love is powerful, but love is action. In 1 Corinthians, we'll go back to the beginning of that chapter and read, if I speak with tongues of men or of angels and do not love, I am a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have faith to move mountains, but I do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all my possessions to the poor and give over my body to hardships, that I may boast, but have not love, I am nothing. We are nothing without love. We here on Sunday mornings, we feed the homeless and whoever comes in the doors on Sunday mornings for breakfast. And if we just sat there and just handed out the pancakes and the eggs and the sausage, but did not put love behind it, it's nothing. But the people, when they come in here, they feel the love, not only that we have as human being to human being, but the love that Christ has for them through us. We can clothe those around us. We can give bottles of water out. We can pay for the person ahead of us in the drive-thru. Help a mom with her crying baby. But if there's not love behind those actions, it means nothing. In 1 Corinthians 13:14, read it with me, please. Do everything in love. Read it again. Do everything in love. Does it say do some things in love? Do the things I want to do in love? The select things I feel like doing? No, do everything in love. Christ was the perfect example of love. He did everything because of his love for us. He healed those that were sick, blind, lame, mute, because he loves them. Some of those people probably smell too, huh? I mean, you think about the lepers with the skin. I don't know that I want to get that close, but Christ was right up there with them, putting his hands all over them because he loves them. He wasn't afraid to get down and dirty, be uncomfortable. He taught the people because he loves them. He sacrificed himself for you because he loves you. All of you, every single one of you who think, oh, I'm unlovable. That's a lie. You are loved. He taught others so that they could teach others, so he could continue to reach as many people as he could when he was no longer on this earth. He loved those that conspired behind his back to have him killed. He loved them just the same. So love is powerful. Love is action. Love can require sacrifice. So go and be love. Be love those two around you. Love those that are easy to love. But more so, love the ones you just want to strangle sometimes. The ones that you know that they're going to be an event and you would almost rather not go because you don't want to interact with them. They need your love. They need the love you have through Christ in their life. Love those that hurt you. Don't become a doormat for them again. Set up some boundaries, guard your heart, but love them anyway. Because Christ loved you. Christ loves them. Jesus gave us this commandment in Matthew 23. It says, Teacher, what is the greatest commandment of the law? And Jesus replied, love your Lord God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. So commandment 1, love God. The second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. All the laws and prophets hang on these two commandments. So love God, love your neighbor. Who's your neighbor? Look to your left, look to your right, look in front of you, look behind you. I don't have anybody behind me, but y'all are in front of me, so guess what? Y'all are my neighbor. So just like that small child in the video demonstrated, such a pure and unaltered love. It was just one heart to another, like it should be. We need to look past the outward appearance and look at what matters, what Christ focuses on, which is the heart. The heart is the source of life in our bodies. Some even say it's the source of our soul. every soul matters to Christ, which means every heart matters, which means every human being matters. So love is powerful. Love is action. So go and be love to one another, just as Christ has loved you. Are you ready to be loved by Jesus? I mean, he already loves you. Are you ready to accept that love and become a member of his family? To be fully adopted into the family of Jesus? I want you to go ahead and bow your heads and close your eyes. And if that's you, if you're ready to say, yep, I'm signing up, I want to be loved by Jesus, go ahead and raise your hand.